What's up, Razorback fans? My name is Felicia Hano, and I'm the volunteer assistant coach for the Razorback gymnastics team. Welcome back to Real Talk with the Razorbacks. Our guest today, Bailey Lovett. She had an amazing meet this past weekend at home against Florida. Bailey, how did you think the meet went?
I thought this meet was super exciting. It's definitely the most fun we've had yet this season, and being at home, setting such a high score this early in the season, it was just incredible.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing, electric in Barnhill, and we were on a roll.
We were.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome. Bailey here had an amazing meet, but so did the rest of the Razorbacks, so let's get into the meet recap. So the Razorbacks started on the vault, where freshman Jordan, she has just been continuously improving every single week. She scored a huge 9.85, and then Amanda came back this week after like a slight ankle tweak and came in clutch, scoring a 9.875.
It's just so incredible to see Jordan just blossoming as the season goes on. I'm so happy for her out here as a first year, just doing everything she can for this team. It's super exciting to watch.
Yeah, it is, and she gets better every single meet.
She is.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do next meet. So moving on to the bars, we scored a season high on the bars. Bailey, you led us off. You scored a huge 9.85, and this is actually your first season competing in the leadoff position. What is it like competing leadoff?
It is a little bit different. I was surprised. I always have the mentality of same routine no matter where I go in lineup, but it's a little bit different. It's super exciting just to know I'm going first for my team and I'm gonna set them up for this success, and it's a lot of pressure, but I really like it.
Yeah, you do an amazing job as leadoff, and you for sure fire up your team and the rest of the lineup, so it's really awesome to see. And your enthusiasm, it led Maggie and Kennedy to both score 9.9s.
I mean, it's incredible having them at the end of the lineup, just knowing we're gonna go out with a bang each week, makes me excited. Even though I've already gone, I'm just still looking forward to what they're gonna do each week.
Moving on to the balance beam, we also scored a season high on this event.
It was awesome. I mean, we had Key back in the leadoff, and she's such a rock solid leadoff for us that just set the rest of the lineup up, including me, and I had no nerves going after her because she did so amazing in that first position.
Like you said, Key is an absolute rock, and she set you up to score a huge 9.9 in the second position. It was just an absolutely beautiful routine. Competing beam is just so much fun for me. I have, honestly, a great time up there, and when I get up there and I just have all the confidence after following someone like Key, and then knowing that Maggie's gonna go after me, and then Kennedy and Sarah, it's just there's nothing to be nervous about because we have such a great beam team, and we can just blow it out every week. Absolutely. And Maggie, by the way, scored a 9.925, and Kennedy also followed that up with a 9.9.
Yes, it's incredible. Each week they never fail to just do absolutely amazing, and it's amazing to watch and super exciting to be a part of.
Last rotation, floor party. Bailey, you scored a 9.925, sky high tumbling. You also took the title for the meet on this event. How did you feel competing floor in Barnhill?
It's a feeling that's uncomparable. Competing floor in Barnhill with our fans and Corey over there hyping us up on the side, it's the most fun thing I've ever done probably, and it makes the floor routine just so easy, and then you just tumble big and smile a lot, and the judges always love it.
Exactly, the judges love it when you smile.
Yes, they do.
They really do. Kennedy also had a stellar routine, scoring a 9.9. Her dance is just so fun.
I love watching her routine, honestly. She has more fun than anyone out there, and then her tumbling matches the fun she has, and it's just incredible to watch her each week. Also, I wanted to shout out Sav. She's been ready since season started, and she got to step in this week when we were resting Sarah, and it was awesome to see her have her moment and shine and do her super fun floor routine in Barnhill too.
Yeah, and she literally was told that she was competing floor 2 people.
Yeah, it was incredible. She still had her warm-ups on, and they were just you're up, and she was all right, let's go.
Yeah. So our final score was a 197.25, giant score. And it's the third highest score in program history, which is crazy. And the crazy thing is that we have so much more that we can do.
This team, they're gonna be unstoppable this year, and I just feel so honored to be a part of it and get to go alongside these girls each week as we continue to build and prove to everyone who we are and what we can do.
So speaking of big things to come, you are so confident out there. What have you done to help step up your mental game, and what have you done to gain that confidence out on the competition floor?
Yeah, after just having a year under my belt last year and knowing what to expect each week this year, I feel like I'm able to better mentally prepare in the gym. Like, the physical training's always going to be the same, but like I know what I need in order to feel my best every Friday, and so just being able to apply that every day in the gym, I feel like it's just giving me that confidence and eliminating every doubt that I've ever had about what I can do.
Yeah, and the way you train is the way you compete. You're like ice cold in the gym too.
Thank you.
So I want to step away talking about gymnastics for a little bit. So tell me about who you live with and who they are.
Yeah, so I live with Savannah and Sarah, who are both on this team, and honestly, it's so fun to be able to train with them every day and then go home to living with them too. It's just, we get along so well and we keep each other having so much fun during these times where we can't go out and do normal social life things. I always know I'm gonna go home to something fun, whether it's watching TV together or making dinner together, anything like that. They're just such fun girls, and I've always looked up to Sarah, and then I came here with Savannah, so it's just super special to be able to live my whole life basically right now with them, and I couldn't ask for better roommates, honestly.
So the last thing that I want to touch on a little bit is your beam routine. Beautiful beam routine, and it's what we like to call a Bluetooth routine. So I don't know if a lot of people know what a Bluetooth routine is, so I want you to explain what that is and why you do one.
All right, so Bluetooth routine, you know, you can kind of think of it as like a Bluetooth like headset. It's like in your ear, your hands are free. So like my beam routine, hands free. And I transitioned to that last year after a bunch of things went down with my elbow to try to help me be able to train more numbers. I was like, well, let's see if I can do a beam routine like no hands, no impact on another event. And I ended up with this routine that I have now, and I think it's super fun and it's very unique and special. It's just like different, and I enjoy being different.
Yeah, it's very different and extremely hard to do, to not put your hands on the beam. I don't think I could have ever done a beam routine without my hands. But it's super cool. And I also want to talk a little bit about your brace too.
Yeah, so I got it last year after I tweaked my elbow again after having surgery my freshman year, which caused me to have missed a season, and I was like, I don't want to miss another season, like I'm ready to go. And so we experimented with this brace, and it made my elbow feel strong, it made me feel confident with my gymnastics, and it never affected my training or what skills I could do. So we're running with it and we're going strong and doing what I love.
That's awesome. Who cares about the brace?
Yeah,
Also,
brace business.
Yes. I want you to tell everybody what you call your elbow, because I think that's so unique and so funny and so cute.
Oh yes, okay. So I call my elbow JJ, and it's just like my little buddy, you know. I address him to the coaches, to our trainer every day. I'm like, yeah, JJ, he's doing good today. Like, it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, when I first came in and she starts talking about JJ, I'm like, who is JJ? How did you come up with the name JJ?
There's no reason. Like, one day I was just at practice and I was like, JJ. And so I was like, my elbow's JJ, and I just like told everyone. I started like writing it on like our injury sheets or whatever, and I was like, JJ, my elbow is JJ from now on.
Moving on to fan questions now. This person asks, what do you do to mentally prepare for a routine?
Yeah, that's a great question. Every day in practice, we finish each event with like visualization. We visualize in whatever arena we're gonna be in that weekend, just to get in that mindset of what it's gonna look like, what colors you're gonna see, all kinds of things like that. And then before the meet, Friday mornings, we do like walkthroughs in that arena. And I always do 2 routines, like eyes open, like going through the motions, whatever, saying my cues. And then I always finish with one, like with my eyes closed, like picturing myself like on that event, what I want to happen, and of course sticking to dismount, big celebrations, and just everyone excited. And for me, it's like seeing it happen. I'm like, I can do that. Like, I saw it, like I can do that.
That's really awesome. Visualization is such an important role that I don't think a lot of people know about.
I didn't know about it until Jordan came, and then I was like, what is this? And then it makes a difference.
Yeah, it really does. This next person asks, I love watching your gymnastics. What is your favorite skill to compete on each event?
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, I love every skill I do, but probably, all right, let's start with bars. I would say it's definitely my ray. I just feel like I'm flying when I do a ray, and no other skill in gymnastics like has that same feeling. So like definitely a ray on bars. Okay, beam. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with my mount. Although it scares me sometimes, it's like so special and like so exciting every time. And I've done it for years now that it's just like that adrenaline rush. So probably my mount. And then on floor, it's gotta be the double layout. I mean, I just feel like I'm floating through the air and it's just awesome.
It's a really fun, it's kind of like almost like a ray where you just feel like you're flying.
Yes.
This last person asks, as a coach, I find your tumbling to be some of the best in the NCAA. Were you naturally a confident tumbler, or did you ever struggle to learn such great technique?
I feel like kind of both. So like I struggled a little bit with like the twisting technique, and it kind of like threw me off for a little bit. But once I got through that, and then I just like believed in my tumbling, I feel like I can't say I've ever really struggled to the point where it was like one of the most difficult things I've ever done. But I definitely started to believe it when I would see like film of my tumbling. I was like, wow, like that is so high. Like people would tell me all day, like, I can't believe you can tumble like that. And I never understood what they were talking about until I really started to like watch my own film.
All right, well, thanks Bailey for coming on the show. It was so fun to sit down and talk with you and chat, and hopefully the fans got to know something that they didn't know about you before.
Hopefully. Thank you for having me. Make sure you guys tune into the SEC Network this Friday, January 29th, as we take on the Georgia Bulldogs at 7:30 p.m. And as always, go Hawks.
See you all next time on Real Talk.